Alright, today I'm wearing the green t-shirt. Nice. It's 10:25. Third time I record this intro because I keep messing it up. But this morning will be just mainly max hangs, followed by a break, and then some mileage on the Boulder circuits in the center, followed by some time with a wooden board, which I'll focus on some pinch heavy problems. So today's quite an interesting day. It's quite nice because it's very quiet at this time of the day, but also the center is expanding, so I think it's going to be open either maybe later this week, I think. So I will do a video when the extension is ready. It has another overhang. I think it's set at about 65 degrees, and then there's some slab as well. I believe that the mats are laid out. The setting still has to be done. Some finishing touches. You want to be in the video? No, that's alright, go ahead. By the way, that was Mads, who's one of the route setters that works around the LCC centers, so shout outs to her. Okay, so let's go, max hangs. Alright, so turns out the dip belts, the chain's not long enough for me to use the plates, or at least enough plates, because I want to go up to like 50 kilos, but luckily I got my harness, so I'll just use the kettle weights and my sling. It's always a good thing that I have this. It's just useful to have. So remember everyone, if you're going to be discarding your harness, you can use it for training. Just make sure you don't use it for climbing again once you use it for training, otherwise higher chance of malfunction. Alright, just going to load up 40 kilos. I did 2 sets, warming up at 15 and 20. Oh sorry, 10 and 15. So right now 40, and then I'll get on to my working sets. Usually I like to do like 3 warm-up hangs, weighted, before I get onto my working weighted hangs. The RPE for the working sets should be about 8 out of 10. This feels like a 6 out of 10 for me, so yeah, good progression. I have my Fitbit there to help me time. Good. On to the working sets. By the way, so when I do my hangs I usually do it at 20, about 2 centimeters, just for reference, just in case anyone asks. And I do it at half crimp with 4 fingers. Alright, on to the working sets. So for the working sets, you should be like 9 out of 10 effort. So I got 52 kilograms in kettle weights. I'm gonna load him, I'm gonna hang. Almost forgot my chalk bag. Okay, that's good. I can bump it up a bit, maybe. Oh, I realized I didn't get the kettle weights in the frame, but that's what I was using. 52 in total. Okay, I'm just adjusting the camera. I was using the front camera earlier, but I'm using the rear camera now at 0.6 magnification, so I can get everything in shot. I think this will be a better angle, so everyone can see the weights. I need to put the plates away, but yeah, anyway, that's a great angle. It's a better angle for sure. Alright, second set. Still at 52. I still need to figure out what I'm going to eat for lunch after this session. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Okay, good. Whilst I'm taking a break, I should tell everyone that in between each hang, I'm giving 3 minutes break. It gives me ample time to recover. so my fingers are not too overloaded, even though I'm giving a 9 out of 10 effort on these hangs. That being said, next set, we're past the halfway point, and I loaded 8 extra kilos, so this is now 60 kilos. So this is definitely 9 out of 10. I thought 52 felt a bit too light for me for a 9 out of 10. But yeah, 60 sounds about right. Oh boy, that feels good. Feels good in my back. Nice. Nice. I felt good. Definitely 9 out of 10. Right, so last set. I finished editing yesterday's video late last night, and it's scheduled to be releasing 4 p.m. today. So I'm really excited for that. It's my first time I scheduled a video to be public, and I finished it early beforehand as well. Really excited about that, so I hope it turns out well. Hope gets a lot of nice views. The last video I uploaded before that, I had problems with copyright, but just hope it gets resolved. I can't control what the gym plays. It might be my fault actually for not having the mic close to me. But either way, you know, I'm still going to be making a lot of content, so it's not so much a loss. Right, let's do this. Last one. Just cool. All right, that's max hangs done. Whew. Very happy with that. I'm feeling much more stronger, and when I mean stronger, consistently stronger, not just like a spark or whatever. It's like the fires are growing. So very encouraging, especially with 1 month going to Japan. 10 to 15 minute break after my max hangs. Then I'll get into mileage with the Boulder circuits in the center. Then closing things off with some pinch-based wooden board problems, and then some cool down. Now, I don't have enough space on my phone, so if that's the case, I'll just add only the notable climbs during my mileage, just so that I have enough footage for that exercise, and then the wooden board session, and then I'm going to close things off with a little monologue, whatever. But yeah, I have quite a lot of content ideas. I spent pretty much the majority of my time walking here, thinking about what kind of content I can make. So I think I could start off with like a mini series called Gear I Love, just kind of like short videos just saying why I choose to use these particular pair of shoes and whatnot. But you know, either way, I'm pretty confident I got a lot of content ideas, but the execution I don't know about. But yeah, anyway, see you in 10 minutes. My climbing feels a bit sloppy. I totally forgot how mileage is just that much more harder if I do max hangs before. It's something that I experimented with recently. Usually I would dedicate a day purely to conditioning and hangboarding, but I decided to combine my hangboarding and my climbing, so that way I would kind of maximize the gains from my climbing by having more to fight against. Now, this is something that should be done with caution. There's a lot of advice. I would highly recommend checking out Lattice Training because they have a video in regards to this, when to hangboard exactly. I'll probably link it down in the description down below, but please do refer to that video if you're in doubt, because trust me, that's kind of the most common question, and as much as I could answer it, I think it's best that I leave people who are more experienced than me in training to explain the fundamentals and the nitty-gritty stuff. Alright, that's the end of my mileage session. I ran out of steam, definitely. Maybe around the 16th problem. This V8 I was trying, it's a bit troublesome because the holds are they're not in good condition. It's been set quite a while ago, and also I was feeling really exhausted. It's one I got previously, it took me like 3 attempts, but the hangboarding, the mileage, that combination, that really ramps up the fatigue levels, and it really gave me a lot to fight against. For this mileage session, I really focused on problems around V6 to V8, so right around where I can flash, and if not, maybe one more try in the session, that kind of thing. So yeah, I need 10-minute break, and I go on to the wooden board to focus on some pinch based problems for 10 to 15 minutes, and then I'm going to call it a day. But yeah, I hope everyone's enjoying the content so far. I know I'm kind of a boring person, but you're going to have to bear with it. At least, I'm pushing here, so yeah. Whoops, I made a bit of a mistake. It's actually 25 boulders. I literally had to check my Lattice app, so I had to do 5 more boulder problems at V6 to V8. So feeling even more tired, which is even better. And I'm not feeling as tired as people might think. I'm actually feeling good. I feel like I pushed definitely 9 out of 10 consistency the whole way through, even though I couldn't do some of the moves as I usually would if I was fresh. I still feel like I gave 100%, which is perfect. Now we can get onto the wooden board here. Oh, sick. I just realized that on my transmitter there's a button that I can use to start and stop the recording, so that's pretty useful. Alright, so we're just going to be doing like maybe 1 or 2 pinch based problems just for a bit. Starting off light because just came off a mileage session, had my 10-minute break, so yeah, feeling good still. I like this kind of session with the hangboard and with the mileage and the pinch based board problems. I believe I got it right. Sometimes when you're given exercises in a training plan it's up to you, it's on you to find that synergistic elements between each exercise so you can structure your days really effectively. And as much as it's a challenge, I quite enjoy it. I really do enjoy it because it keeps me mentally engaged. I learn a lot about not just the exercises and what goes together, but also about myself as well and what works for me. All right, miking up for this session. Feeling a bit weak, but the fatigue is quite normal. All right, all colored feet, I guess. Oh man, that's quite tough. Do they want me to bump? I got no idea. I think they want me to bump. Whoever set this wants to bump. Hard to tell sometimes. It's a bump. Definitely a bump. Ooh, that hole was about to move. Okay, that's really tough. That's a good one. Apparently it's rated at... Apparently it's 7A, but it feels like 7A plus for me. It's really tough for me to do pinch problems because my hands are kind of small. So I always like to focus on pinch problems just to really address that deficiency in my climbing arsenal. So I made a video about pinch block training. If you have a board like this, kilter board as well is great for pinches. That's another way to actively work at pinches. So essentially, while this is a more active way, pinch block is more like supplementary to that. So I believe that if you do those two exercises in your week while training, that's going to really work that area of your climbing. Oh man, quite a tough start. Needs a brush too. Yeah, this hold is not that nice. It's kind of tough for me to hold it. It's probably the most troublesome hold to start on, but yeah. Oh, that bump is so troublesome. It's like a... very troublesome one. Don't know why I can't do that bump. Maybe I'll try it from like that point. I'm not sure if I should do the pinch board problems first or I gotta do it after my mileage. Sometimes I like to mix and match, but I feel like the pinch workout after mileage just works me better. I mean, for sure, yeah. I've been doing it consistently and I've had really good results with it. Okay, that's a really difficult move for me. Damn it. Going into that right hand pinch really is not comfortable. Alright. Well, that concludes my session. Very fatiguing session, but overall, very happy. I'd say I'd give it a 9 out of 10, maybe even a 9.5 out of 10 because I really pushed through those 25 boulders in my mileage session after a max hang session. and even though I couldn't really do the pinch board problem that well, still with that level of fatigue I have, it was really a fight. By the way, I want to show you something. Right behind there is the extension for Bethel. They're still building it up. They've done the matting. I've overheard that they're not really sure when it'll be ready exactly, but I would expect it to be ready definitely before March, so at least I can get a session or two in before I go to Japan. So whilst I'm closing off this video, the next video is going to be a max board climbing session at Harrowall. It's either going to be on the wooden board set at 45 degrees or the kilter board. Kind of depends on how many people are there, because Fridays usually does get busy with the super off-peak and whatnot, and we're going to get a lot of people climbing with me, so it's going to be a really fun session. Well, I wouldn't say half, I would say like 80% of me trying hard and 20% of me just being social, so you'll get to see me interact with other people more often, so that's pretty cool. Anyway, I'll see you guys later.